Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays Dead Cells. We can resume current run, because it was, right here. Sort of understand a little bit more about what's happening in the newer versions of Dead Cells now, and I'm excited to see where the world takes us. I don't necessarily want to roll boots again, even though I know it's, not the same as our previous boots. However, I really don't want to run, like, bow, shield as a combo. So if you'll forgive me, my current game plan is to roll boots. I have to admit, try not to be upset, I peeped the Dead Cells wiki. Because I was like, I wonder how close I was. It's kind of an occupational hazard, you know? I was wondering how close I was, and to see if videos should be like one full run long, or if videos should be 2 runs long, because, you know, the longer the run is, you know, it might warrant being split into 2. We did that with Slay the Spire for a while until I figured it out. We did that with FTL forever. I still want Brutality up. And it looks like we're like pretty close to the end of the current version of the game. Now, you can look at that one of 2 ways. Either we royally messed up because we could have done a little bit better and possibly gotten like that feather in our cap, which is a victory on the first opportunity. Or you can look at it as, hey, you know, you had a good performance and I'm glad you didn't win because that means there's room to grow. To be honest, I don't really think we even got close to winning because in the end, we got our butt kicked. Excuse me, thank you. My right bumper key is a little sticky. Wear and tear. I have to say wear and tear, because you ever say the word sticky on the internet, people assume the worst. And I'm not talking about spilling a soda inside of your Logitech, if you know what I mean. Ooh. So I was also peeping the biomes to some extent. Every time I say peep the biomes, I really want to say, like, born on the biome. Maybe we will go to the sewers this time. I mean, if I'm being 100% with you, I kind of was thinking that the first floors here were a little bit on the easy side. Maybe just due to the combination that we had ceiling turret. I have to be honest with you, ceiling turrets were, in my opinion at least, and again, I never really ascended to the level of Dead Cells Prodigy, but I was of the opinion that the ceiling turret was truly garbage. Has that changed? I don't know. Oh, I do see that secret down there. A little extra amethyst. We do need the gold, by the way, because, I'm not sure if you noticed, but we're like, Spiteful Sword inflicts a crit if you've been hurt recently. Let me look at that for a second. It does less damage per second. No, sorry, it does more damage per second by default, so I think I'm going to take that over the boots. Even though the boots with the interrupt seems pretty okay. Yeah, it seems immediately substantially better. And we will definitely open that. But yeah, I'm happy to be going the difficult path this time, or a more difficult path at least. You recover 4 HP with each blow you deliver for 10 seconds. I think that's kind of garbage, but I could be wrong. Heavy Grenade I think is awesome. Bear Trap poisons the victim, so you could poison and then Heavy Grenade for more damage, but can we afford them? We can afford them both. Okay. So I think we will take both of those. We should be maybe saving, I don't know what we're saving our gold for. As long as we have like a few thousand between each run, we're probably set, right? I'm going to continue going for Brutality. These first few levels of Brutality still give you a nice HP bonus, I think. And this is the Promenade of the Condemned. I already made the joke about how that was what my high school prom was called. Oh, so some of these have scaling, I guess. Like the Bear Trap is half Brutality, half Survival? What on earth is that? Infantry Grenade. Extra damage on a burning target. I don't want it. Even though it's new, I don't want it because we have a synergy right now. But we have a new methodology for our run here. Let's go to the sewers. We want a Bear Trap and then Grenade. And that's, I mean, it's not any more complicated than that. But we want an LTRT. Because the Bear Trap poisons, and then that makes the Grenade do double damage, and, you know, Bob's your uncle. So what do I want for mutations? Well, let's see. First, we got 9 cells, a little less than I was hoping for. Sure, put a frontline shield a little closer to being unlocked. And hello, Mr. Prisoner, sir. I mean, it does... I know we're running a very similar run to the one we did yesterday, but... the Brutality perk does seem like the best if you're already rolling Brutality and you're going to be upgrading it more in the future, I guess. Although maybe on this floor we'd like to upgrade Survival more. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter much, I think, right now. 1 minute, 20 seconds ago. One day. Okay, that was just pitiful how long that took. I'm not in love with this right now. We probably have an even better combo. Hear me out here. It's a Y, LT. LT's not ready! RT's not ready. Okay. It does take 14 seconds right now for that cooldown. That's gonna render things a little bit on the difficult side, but I don't know. Part of the fun of Dead Cells is building the synergy sort of dynamically on the fly. Figuring out, you know, where your run actually is gonna sit and how you're gonna reconcile that with the items you actually get. That's like the true magic of the run, I think. Or the true magic of the game, I should say. Does Brutality stack? I know we asked that question last time, but... you almost got it. It doesn't appear to, right? Like, it seems like it extends, but doesn't necessarily stack. Is that a fair assessment? Bear Trap throws out 2 bear traps, so it's actually, like, conceivable that you could use this to deal with multiple enemies simultaneously. Sorry, a little nose itch there. A little bit of an itchy nose. Have we figured out something for you yet? Give me the rune! Okay, I mean, there is a rune. It's right here. Did you give him the middle finger? Well, no pressure, but I do wonder what happens if we complete this challenge area then. Kill all the enemies, make it to the exit without getting hit. Don't mess this one up. No! It's like a carbon copy of every other time I've tried to do a challenge run in this game. I think you get a scroll, so it's like... it's worth trying. I'm gonna continue just to amp up my Brutality for the time being. I'm not necessarily committed to running Brutality on every single build, but... well, I don't know if there's actually a but that comes after that. The but is, that was what I got most used to playing Dead Cells the first time, so now that we're playing it through again, my brain is like, yeah, go for it. Now, I think this time, we should probably go Survival. I don't really care about damage on violent equipment right now. It's mostly crowd control, so to get plus 61% HP, a little bit more my speed right now. And so far, it's continuing to go well. I think the thing with Dead Cells is like... you know, when I first started playing the game, I was trashed here. Why am I not trashed here now? Enemy patterns. You know, once you know what enemies do, you kind of, or at least I think I kind of have this muscle memory. When I went to the clock tower in the last episode, I just got my butt kicked. Like, it wasn't even close. Mostly because, I mean, I think our run may have been constructed poorly, and it's fair, but at the same time, I also think, just ignore this for a second. I also think it's just because I didn't understand what the enemies were actually doing down there. So hopefully, a little bit more practice we can get there, you know? Same as Dark Souls. Okay. Heavy turret, damage on poison target. Seems good, but I don't know. I have a kind of a desire to keep our grenade here, which has been extremely good for me in the past. I don't remember where this leads. It leads to an electric whip, which actually might be a decent option for us instead of our arrows, although those are working out okay. Extra damage when your health's at maximum. 116 damage per second. Versus the bow, 25 damage per second. I'm gonna give it a shot. I think I remember it was like not as powerful as you'd like, but who knows what's happening. It's very easy to use. I remember that part. Also extremely good for taking care of like weak aerial units that are otherwise kind of hard to hit. Extra damage on a bleeding target. And extra damage after rolling. Sure. The thing is, we can very easily... Oh, absolutely. And you know, let's go... I mean, I guess we're not... Sure? I mean, we might as well go for the greens, right? I'm wondering what's going on with those... Did those percentages change? That's what I'm worried about right now. Like, for the bear trap, I thought it was mostly purple before, but I may indeed be mistaken. Thought it was mostly purple, a little green, but I think I'm just losing my mind. So why do we like the rapier more than the spiteful sword? Much, much easier to enable the crits. Oh, I didn't even see you there. So all we need to do is roll to get into an engagement. That being said, you also do need to know that when you roll to get into an engagement, you can't roll as easily to get out of the engagement. So it makes your first dodge a little bit tougher. I can't believe you got me. We should really heal. Like, I have a little pride attached to healing, and it's very dumb. Very extremely stupid. Because you really, like, if you can heal... You win when you heal. You know, if you can heal, you should heal. Is probably a better way to describe that. What are you? Well, you see this glowing thing on the ground? I have no idea. I guess we haven't earned that power to touch the rune and maybe teleport or something. I'm not touching that cursed treasure. That's an advanced level technique, and I'm not an advanced level boy right now. So we can choose one of the two. Critical blow if bleeding or poisoned, but the stats are kind of bad. And an infantry grenade too. I think I would take neither. So the ramparts... Nah. That's the easy path. I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, and I mean that sincerely, I believe if you take the easy path, you get proportionally less rewards. So it does make your life easier for a time, but it might actually make it more difficult when you go fight other enemies. So when you fight the bosses and the game converges a little bit later. Yo, we got a scroll. Absorption. Is it yet another form of lifesteal, perhaps? I do not know. I really want to unlock more mutations, which I know melee is a mutation, but we left some amethyst down there. I'm just going to accept that that's gone. Was this the path that we can't go any further on? We must be able to go further on this path, then. This is not where I wish to be. Pardon me. I'm losing my mind a little bit here. I just don't want to be stuck with the same mutations every time, so maybe we should invest our souls there instead. Hey. Oh! We've angered it. See, I'm trying to, like, power up the runes or something. Oh, hello. I didn't even think about knocking on the door. Can we really only go to the ramparts from here? I gotta take a look at this map. Hold up. How do we get down there? Have we hit every other path? We have. Okay, I guess. I mean, I didn't want to go to the ramparts, but I have to accept they've gated off part of the paths here. That's okay. Makes my job a little bit more simple, wouldn't you say? Did we skip the treasure chest? We might have. I don't know. That's a classic Northernlion move. Alright, so let's start working towards melee. Gives you extra damage when there's other units nearby. Give me faster skill usage as well, which I think is super valuable. Because our existing skills, I don't really see them being that amazing so far. But if we can use them more frequently, like if we could use them on every other engagement while still moving quickly, I'd be a little happier. I love the loading screen, dude. Looks like me trying to find my car keys. By the way, during the infancy of my return to Dead Cells here, I'm trying to keep the backlog as short as possible while still ensuring the consistency of videos. So if you got Dead Cells tips, it's no problem, by the way. Let's continue to scale tactics a little for now, I guess. Leave a comment, it's very helpful, but also do not hesitate to tweet me at Northernlion LP. I read my tweets every day, for better and for worse, you know? Comments, you gotta understand. A lot of helpful material in there, but it's also sometimes, like, YouTube comments have a reputation. When things are going well, they're fantastic. When things are going poorly, you know, it can be a little bit antagonistic as a creator to go in there and look at people suggesting that you got a double-digit IQ because of a mistake I mean, even a double-digit IQ is not that bad. When you consider like 100 is average, you know, 99 is probably well within the standard deviation. You get the idea. Anyway, the point is, I'm just saying, Twitter is more of a hug box for me, so I appreciate directing any and all constructive criticism there, and if you could throw in a coloring book so if I get threatened, I could, you know, feel like I'm in a safe area for myself and my personality, that would be ideal. No, I've made a horrible mistake. An actually terrible mistake. I gotta admit, it would be very fitting for us to die on the ramparts, actually suggesting that this is the easy mode. But you know what? We made it through. Oh, let's go. I've actually noticed that our scaling... Oh, it's bow and infinite arrows. Oh, no, it's infantry bow. Sorry. Inflicts a critical blow when you strike at close range. It's straight purple. What's the benefit of electric whip? 50% damage when your health's at its maximum. Honestly, give me the infantry bow, recycle the electric whip. Which I don't think I've been recycling the stuff we don't want, which is something I'll ask for your forgiveness on, because that didn't exist the last time I played Dead Cells, so there's just a little bit of a lag time there. Dude, the infantry bow is actually stellar, like an Incubus song from 2001. Off the Cool Borders 4 soundtrack. Oh, he almost got me. Hey, nice bow. Have you ever considered... I don't know, I was trying to go for trash talk, it didn't really work out. Have you ever considered allowing me to see what happens when you have this rune so I can advance to a different biome in the game, perhaps? Anything up there? Doesn't appear so. Can't go that way. Well, I'm loving this so far. Loving you is easy due to your critical bonus. Shootin' dootin' doo doo. Don't you dare turn around. That's another. You're lucky. You might be saying I hate it when he sings, but you're lucky because there's you know, Don't Turn Around is another 1980s classic. That I only know from commercials that tried to sell you on compilation CDs of the best of the decade. I still think, what is the infantry bows? Oh, it's all red. I thought it was all purple. What's going on? Why is the... Doesn't matter, doesn't matter. We want a lower cooldown? Nah, we want extra brutality for now. And actually, like, I don't think this is gonna be heck down here. Pardon my French. I don't think we're gonna like this at all. You might think me a fool, but the bow, actually, never mind. The bow is actually fairly easy to hit these guys with. Now that it actually has some kind of homing attached to it, which I don't know if it always did, which is part of the reason that it was kind of an item of secondary import previously on Dragon Ball Z. Yo, this combo is fine. Previously, I don't know, I just said previously so many times it's lost meaning. But, ooh, Oil Grenade, Toxic Cloud, Vampirism, 5.3 HP with each blow, and Poisonous Gas. I don't know, none of this seems that amazing. We don't really have fire synergy. I'm kind of content with where we're at. And we're not really, like... It's not like we're missing out on an opportunity as long as we save our money to use it for a better purpose later. So let's stick to the old Dead Cell strategy, okay? I'm gonna level up Brutality like as much as I can, instead of trying to split the difference. We only have 2 in Tactics right now, so it's not like... Ooh! Secret area uncovered. I got an achievement for that, Through the Looking Glass. Extra DPS, you also take extra damage, covers the ground in flammable oil. I like it, but I don't think it's... Oh, I've messed up royally. I don't think it's necessary right now. So the Black Bridge is our first boss fight. I'm prepared. Previously, what I was going to say is we were really attached to our synergy in the last run. You know what? Give me double damage. I know, like, lifesteal also seems good, but give me... Or not double damage, sorry. Double ammo on the infantry bow. It seems like a decent thing that we could use to buff up our damage against bosses, for example. Like this guy. But this time I'm not nearly as confident in our synergy, but I'm a little bit more confident in the fundamentals of my play. So let's see. I will admit, I still do not understand how to recover ammo. On a melee weapon. Just wanted to get as much... Oh, we got it back. Maybe when you roll through them or something, or you just get close enough to them. Like, that's great. That should be our go-to moving forward. Oh, there's ammo stuck in this enemy? I had no idea. Oh, it fell out. I watched the arrows fall out. Don't even start with me, mister. Yeah. Probably don't waste your ammo when he has a shield on. Keep him as far away from me as he can get. He can't jump through the bear trap. Life's good. He jumped through that bear trap into the second bear trap. Oh! That's alright. We're going to be fine. While he's trapped, I'm just going to heal because we're actually, like, completely set right now. And I'm enjoying the fact that it's pretty much just the poison taking him out at this point. This build is surprisingly good. That was not a good move on my part. Thank you, and probably just be slain now through a variety of combinatorial factors. Thank you so much. That was good. Dude, more perks. That's great news. That's like the #1 source of variety we can have right now. Alright. Now we get the opportunity to... Oh, we were only a minute off. That's not... Oh, wait, no, we have a minute to go. Even better. Dude, do me a favor real quick. Just upgrade Heavy Grenade while we're here. And then, why don't we come down, crack this open. I don't even know what happens down here, but we have an obligation. We got an Ivy Grenade and a bunch of gold. Another achievement as well. And then, dude, a decent amount of cells. 24 extra cells. Nice little reward. Now, to upgrade Heavy Grenade costs 18. I'll go ahead and do that. And then we got a Heavy Grenade 4+. 100% damage on a burning target. I'm going to take this for the future. No, wait, you know what? Why don't we take this and dump the bear trap instead? And then we got 2 heavy grenades that scale with brutality. The bear trap's really good for control, admittedly. So get melee. And then frontline. We might as well... Oh, we don't have any cells. We literally used them all. You got one more mutation? No, we got the maximum. That's right. We have 3. That makes perfect sense in hindsight. The Fog Fjord. Or... Wait, no getting up there, I suppose. The Fog Fjord. Uncaught exception, access violation called from $string from UTF. What happened there? We got some kind of parse error. Should I have run this as administrator? I don't understand. Okay, we're gonna close it up. It's okay. Just so you know, it's called from Cinna.level-transition.load new level on line 55. For reasons, I don't know. This is a valid question. If you give me a moment, quickly gonna task manager it up, and where's my dead cells at? Google Chrome, that's not it. There we go. Dead cells, end task, right click, open dead cells. You know, crashes happen, life goes on. What I'm concerned about is the idea that our crash is going to ruin this run, which is working pretty well right now. We should, maybe this is what broke it. You know, you never know. So I'm just gonna do things slightly differently this time. Like for you, I don't know, dude. I'll still upgrade heavy grenades, just see, you know, how this works in the future, and we'll grab this and do the similar thing there and recycle that, then bring our other cells back here. And you know what? I'll just use. Oh, you can't open. Okay, I see. This time I'll put some abilities into the hunter's grenade just for fun. And then you can't do anything, and we'll heal up a little bit. And you're not gonna crash. It didn't crash. Okay, life's good. There you go. I'm not one of those guys, by the way, who's like, you know, if there's ever a crash... Oh, that's Steam Early Access for you. No, it's not really, you know, it just happens sometimes. Happens in console games, even. That's... You know, people, I think they have rose-colored glasses sometimes about, like, the games of their youth. Like, well, on the Super Nintendo, games never crashed. Well, they did if you ever, like, literally jiggled the cartridge during play. You know, it's still kind of is a similar sort of situation, at least in my opinion. So, you know, it's a fault of the format. You know, it's just... Plus, the other thing is I don't know where I'm going with that, but you can't really be mad at the Dead Cells developers, aka Motion Twin, because I just have a habit of breaking games. Like, it comes from the fact that I'm just so smart that, like, my brain, it sees things and it goes like, hey, I bet we can break it if we do this, and then it works, and I go, oh no, there I go again, being a genius, and, you know, deconstructing all of the developers' hard work, like some kind of jerk. We need, and this is exactly what we said last time, but we need new weapons. Because our default weapons, I mean, they're no longer killing in like 2 hits, which is not necessarily cause for alarm. But I would like it if they killed in 1 hit instead. Melee would be a great perk here, by the way. Extra damage scaling, or just literally extra damage when you're close to multiple enemies. Projectiles burn, and I don't know. I'm kind of liking double grenade strat right now. This appears to be some kind of treasure room. And one of these grenades is giving us Toxic Cloud as well, so there's some decent stuff going on here. No, I think our run is worse than it was last time, but we're doing better, personally. And that's a great sign. Like, that's really good for encouragement's sake. You know, it means that, theoretically at least, we're improving. Hayabusa Boots. They throw a grenade. 584 damage a second. And Bear Trap 4. It's not bad, necessarily. I kind of like the idea of rolling Hayabusa Boots. Ah, maybe you should just leave. Extra flat damage a second, and if we can get them in a combo, it does area damage, which I was hoping would kill those dudes down there, but so be it. Dude, the fluidity of motion in this, and if you'll allow me to put on my game design scholar hat, say a phrase like, the fluidity of motion is so good. Like, we had this little secret Okay, well, we screwed it up, but we had that little secret passage we could roll through there, and I didn't even think about it for like a millisecond. I was just like, here's what you do. Did we already go in here, by the way? I'm gonna guess no, because we would have fought these guys. Wow, that's horrendous. You know, it just works. Always want to kill those guys like that whenever possible. I don't know, the boots are working. He's got those Aladdin bottom jeans and the boots with the AoE. He's got the whole club looking at me. Next thing you know, Shorty's got fluidity of mo. Okay, moving on. I think we have to go like this to get up here. I really thought we were going to interrupt on the AoE attack there, but no such luck. If I could rework, like if there was a respec on this run right now, I'd be putting most of it into tactics, I think, because as good as our damage from Brutality is, I mean, literally everything we have scales with Brutality, so you know what? I'm actually wrong. I think I've spec'd in the right way. If anything, we probably want to take our one special point out of, yeah, why not? Take our one special point out of tactics and put it back into Brutality. Or, well, I don't know. Do we need more points in survival? When we got hit by an exploding enemy, we did take, like 50% of our HP. Then again, the damage I'm doing feels incredible. This time we'll go survival, which should give us like 30. Yeah, plus 20. Ah, but how could we not go tactics instead? Roughly the same amount of HP. And then the cooldown, thanks to our perk, is lower as well, so. Yeah, it seems like a decent choice to me. I don't know, maybe we do have a winnable run here. Even though, Oh! Even though I wasn't necessarily confident of it from the get-go. Now he chases us, and when he chases us, you know what to do. When he chases us, you run away. You hit him with crits when you get a moment. And don't forget, ooh, poisons the enemy and inflicts a critical blow when you backstab. And it's roughly the same DPS. And the poison does extra damage for us, so that's great work. Yeah, there's something good here. Yeah, this'll work. For now, at least. He dropped a scroll? Are you kidding me? That's not my biter. I was looking at it and I was like, that's my biter. My favorite television program on ABC. That's my biter. I thought we had a village. We already used one village key. Okay, so this is maybe where we exit or we hit an alternate path. I'm not sure. This full brute build is going incredibly well right now. I even think, how does our... Dude, our infantry bow is absolutely fine from a distance. There's our key. I love that I didn't even notice this last time, but the door showing what actually you can expect to get from that room. Huge quality of life change. Excuse me, biters. Wow! I was trying to shoot the bow, but the wind-up is too long. Too long to deal with them, at least. I don't know, I thought maybe we could be gods. Look at that, did you see that fluidity of motion? Be honest with me. I know earlier, like, NL's getting a little up his own butt with his fluidity of motion stuff. Then you watch that and you said, my god, he's right. This poor son of a gun. No idea what's coming his way. And another scroll? Is it my birthday? I'm thinking I'm going to put that scroll into we should for the damage scaling, but our HP is getting, like, not nearly as much as we'd like. And why do we like tactics as our secondary choice? So we can spam our grenades more often. Is that a sign? Sneeze Lords? Are you trying to tell me that that's not the right thing to do? I mean, if tactics and survival are going to give us roughly the same level of HP, and our damage, you know, from the grenades is like 25% survival, I feel like we should go for the tactics for the cooldown lowering. There's a nest of biters in here. Beware. Alright, I'm inclined to believe that this run might be a little bit stronger than our last one. I'm also inclined to believe that one day I will definitely use a cursed chest. Whoa! That day is not today, though. Having received the key, there might be a little bit more stuff over here that we should take advantage of, because, well, we could use it here, or we could use our village key. Well, we might as well just walk, but we could use our village key at this door. I don't know what that was. And maybe down here there's something even more special. I don't know, to be honest with you. Different path? Or is this the same path? I thought we went up last time as we went to the clock tower, right? So. Forgotten Sepulchre. Oh no, this isn't, you take AoE damage if you're not using your lantern, is it? Because that area is certain death. Anyway, give me melee. And then, honestly, I'm not using a frontline shield, so just take absorption as close as you can. We basically, just making sure, but yeah. We didn't even heal, I think, on that, but maybe we healed once. We're crushing it. This is going pretty well so far, but we might have accidentally gone to the epic tier difficult area. This is lantern area, my god. Follow the light. Okay. Nightlight. 68.7 recharge time. Well, I hate that. But we'll get rid of heavy grenade too. Because if you've never seen this area, this was like a late game. I'm not going to say like a late game addition, but in my series at least, this was something that didn't show up until, I think we just threw the nightlight. Until we were quite a distance into the game. Basically, the longer you take, the darker things get if you're away from a lantern. When things get a certain level of dark, you start to take damage. So you really want to rush towards lanterns. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And having the nightlight seems like it would be really useful as well. I'm not paying 32,000 gold for cells. I don't even think the nightlight existed the last time I played, so I'm kind of torn between wanting to go quickly and wanting to go as slowly as possible and just making sure that we're staying close to our existing lanterns, you know? You can see, like, when you walk over one, it lights it up, so. Come back up. This floor is hard. That being said, you do get an advantage out of going to harder floors. Usually, you get more resources, but we have to actually explore to take advantage of those resources. So there's a teleporter, and we had a lock up here. We're gonna have to walk to the lock. I think we should crush these guys. I made a terrible mistake. We did get a lot of recovery, at least. Okay. The lights also, like, they themselves extinguish over time. Got a scroll out of it, so I feel good about that. Might be getting a little overkill. Lanterns, please? No! Okay, heal up again. Go back to the lantern to reset. I think at this point, knowing that we came to this floor by accident... Oh my god, disregard. I was just about to say something negative, and then I realized how many freaking scrolls were in the area. I remember you. And by seeing this many scrolls, which we definitely want to go back for, all of a sudden I'm like, oh, we totally made the right decision. If we can live through this floor, we're probably going to be in an amazing position moving forward. And we did take up one inventory slot for this nightlight, but it wasn't an incredible loss when you consider. It's tough, dude. But I mean, even getting a little extra percentage plus the extra HP here is worth it, I think. Like there, I used nightlight, and you saw it. It made like a little light there. We probably could have made it, but hey, again, we like invested one inventory slot to get it, so we might as well take advantage of it. This might be closing in on the end of the floor. And, oh, well, let's start with this. Saws can be good. Plus 1% health. But the damage keeps scaling. Extra damage on a poison target. Spartan Sandals fires an arrow upwards. It's a lot of damage per second. Thank you. You know, we could try to roll this instead of the nightlight at this point. It's a bit of a risk. But moving forward, it's definitely a better option. It's way too slow. Wow. Help. Help me. There we go. Okay, we didn't... It's not that much damage, I think. This is an elite. If you'll excuse me, I need to... If you'll excuse me, I need to heal a little bit, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, we made it through. Topaz Amulet. We can definitely hold this. Yeah, all the damage you get is also dealt to nearby enemies. You get gold when you get a dead cell from enemy, and Brutality and Tactics both go up by 1. We haven't had a pendant in forever, so I don't know if that was worth it because we're now out of heals, but I'm also lost. You know, like, not all those who wander are lost, but I'll level with you. I'm freaking lost. Please tell me this is the exit. Biter Swarm in spiked boots. No, we have the same damage, basically. Okay, like, I know there's an ice bow. I don't know how I get there. In fact, I'm not sure I can get there. We can't go that way. Which ways? We haven't gone up at all. If we have a whole floor left to do, we're screwed. What? Well, like, it has to be. If we can't go up this way, which we'll just check out really quick. Oh, no, there's a path up here. Okay. Oh, no. Not these again. Where's your fluidity of motion now, NL? Please. Let's go. What do you got for me? Flashbang. It's just a shop. A crummy commercial. I don't know. I kind of like what we've got going on here. I mean, it must be down. Mustn't it? Because I'm pretty sure we can't go up that way. Like, the platforms would show up on the map. Pretty much explored everything up here. Did we hit this teleporter? You know, when you rush through the floors, anything can happen. We have not been here, so this gives us a key. And then where the heck? We haven't found lock number 2 yet. It really does feel like this is just an ice bow, but... Not to mention, we can't actually get up there. Alright. Can we roll combat? No, okay. I'm looking, and to be honest, it appears that that is probably not the way we want to go. So the only way I can think of would be to take this... Well, go back down, take the teleporter. Which is not here. It's at the bottom. It's okay. I might be having a colossal brain fart. But I actually just feel completely trapped. We can't go that way. It's up there. I see you. No. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But how the heck do we get there? Like, I actually feel like I'm losing my mind. Maybe there was... We definitely took this path earlier. And then it's just linear down here, right? Like, there's no... Yeah. Give me a second. I don't believe that the run would just generate a floor that does not work like this. It just doesn't make sense, you know? Please, RB, RB, let me up. No. 24 seconds. Well, I have to be honest with you. I kind of feel like I'm trapped. And I'm not ragging on the developers because this could be like a classic NL is an idiot bit. Like, the only thing I could think, was there like a vine back there that we could take advantage of? Oh, we're gonna take damage here. We're gonna take a lot of damage. We might actually just die right here. I'm trying. I see the light. Wow. So, I mean, I have to be honest. I'm a little disappointed in the way that this run ended. I think you should be as well if you hold yourself to a higher standard of entertainment. But I kind of don't understand why I got stuck there, and I'm a little cheesed as well. So you and me are in the same camp. But you know what? It's a great opportunity for you to let me know in the comments below or on Twitter what the heck happened there. And it's a great opportunity for me to never go back to the Forgotten Sepulchre, because what a waste. Hey, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. I still had a fun time on this run. Just a very deflating way for it to end. If you did enjoy it, click the like button. Click the bell if you want to see more in the future. And, of course, subscribe as well. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.